you click this video, you most definitely want to improve your gaming video edits and understand how to analyze and become better from your favorite YouTubers or videos you really enjoy watching. But don't worry, because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did in order to analyze styles and ideate from them and sort of making my own editing style and improving as a gaming video editor as well. Let's not waste any time here, but if you'd like to save some time and fast track your gaming video editing, make sure to click the first link description below right now. But still might wonder, why should you listen to me? I have a YouTube channel that's named kelvistrike with over 3,000 subscribers right now and still doing pretty good. Like even one of my latest videos got about 3,300 views, which is very nice. And of course, I'm actually a gaming channel, unlike all these people try to preach on how to make gaming videos when they themselves aren't really like, you know, gaming YouTubers, as you see pretty often on YouTube, right? But I've been getting a lot of compliments and feedback on my videos, which a lot of my viewers enjoy. So, you know, obviously I've been able to improve to a point where people actually enjoy what they're doing, and that feedback being the proof for it. I've been able to have super nice calls and meetings with high-level YouTubers who's even seen my channel and approved of its actual quality. Not only that, but I've been consistently editing every single week since May 2022. Like, yes, every single week. There basically hasn't been like any week that I missed unless I was like on a trip like outside of my country, right? Which I was like in Japan at some point, but that's besides the point. You will never view videos the same again. Now, what I mean by saying this is that when you watch one of your favorite YouTubers or you watch a video that's gotten your attention and you enjoy watching, I want you to do this one thing, like generally for the rest of your time, like on YouTube. Make sure to pay attention to every single little part. I'm talking about the music, the edits, the cuts, the transitions, because this is the core things that you can ideate from and see like, maybe I did actually enjoy that transition like a minute into the video. Maybe I can use that idea in my own videos and even add like a different sound effect to it to make my videos stand out a bit more. And I'm actually going to show you a few videos which I've done this from, especially my favorite ones or from YouTubers I enjoy watching. But this is Ludwig's video. I've actually pulled up this video before in this on this channel, but I'm going to show you exactly what I actually took from this video, which I actually enjoyed. So for example, right here, he's talking about, you know, the video itself. That's like this program right on the screen, and then you can actually see like a moving background as well. Now let me actually show you in a video where I've done this myself, like right here in this unreleased video. Actually, this is behind the membership for now, but as you can see, I had like this object in the middle, and then I had like the moving background, which again was completely from that video that you saw earlier from Ludwig. I really did like that style. So I try to like find some like moving like Pokemon and background or whatever that I could use in multiple videos to sort of like create the same feeling. But you know, it's not the exact same since his wallpaper was a bit different, but the idea from it, and then I used that on multiple occasions throughout my videos. I don't really like use this too often since, you know, I like to keep a lot of variety between the videos, but this is like a good way when I try to like show like some sort of main idea or object. Like here I was talking about a game, and you know, I kind of had like the Digimon game like black then sort of like fades in as time goes. As you can see here, you know, it kind of like becomes less and less blurrier. But not only did I ideate from this sort of like a background thingy, but also that in fact I use a lot of like subtitles in the beginning of his videos. And one thing I've understood that really matters is you really want to capture your views in like the first 30 seconds or maybe even 10, because you know, people's attention spans are really shit, okay? And I feel like having subtitles at the beginning as well, like I'm not talking about you need to go like full out, like full crazy editing, like fully like brain rot, like kind of hurts the eyes, but you want to have, you know, a bit of editing at the start, as well as, you know, in the gaming niche, because people's, like I said, people's attention span is just fucked up, okay? So especially if you bring out your video idea or whatever you're talking about, you want to emphasize it by using subtitles in the beginning of the video, because, you know, the viewer most of the time he just reads it automatically, you know, like for example, like probably when you saw this, you were kind of like looking around the way. You may look at his face, you may look at the Pokemon getting hit, but then the subtitle comes up and you look at that immediately because it's a bit different, right? And then you see the other text come in, you know, it had like a slide-in effect right from the left, and okay, like okay, one Pokemon per route, and then the next one comes, okay, if a Pokemon faints, it must be released, right? So it's very easy to like capture your attention, which is very needed in the beginning of your video, so they can actually see like the genuine peak you've created, right? Because you want to be able to capture the viewer early on, so they don't just like click off and be like, oh, this video's ass, but in reality it really wasn't ass, you know? These are just like few elements. Like of course you can generally like watch throughout the entire video, which I've done on multiple occasions, by the way. This is what I mean by, you know, you kick back, relax, and sort of watch and understand different sort of like way they cut their videos, the music build up and whatnot. I think I can actually show you like music build up right here.
If they all died, I would have to start over.
Like right here, when it gets into the next scene in the video, on the B shows the fight. You know, he's getting kind of ready to fight the Elite Four members right here. Actually, one thing here as well, that on the B, he zooms in on the HP bar as it loses HP. Like, pay attention to this. And this is something I've been doing a lot during my videos, not just like when I do damage and Pokemon lose HP or whatever, but timing things on the beat. This is sort of where I think I like subconsciously ideated the idea from that, because it really felt satisfying for me as well, creating my videos, like timing stuff on the beat, you know, having a very hype song. It makes it very more impactful. But that's just, you know, my sort of preference, because I know there's a bunch of people who still like, you know, put their music in the background, have a hype moment, and they don't need to time their beats at all. Oof, what's on screen, because you know, they don't really care about that. But there's also another thing I wanted to talk about, which I've myself ideated from and been able to incorporate into my own videos, which my viewers actually enjoy. So this is what I'm talking about right here, okay, which me myself ideated from. Now this was his own intro that he did. I don't think he used it anymore, but basically I'm talking about this one. The whole Kenshin intro, whatever. I was like, yo, that actually is a pretty cool intro. You know, it's very short, it's kind of catchy, and you know, it's not like some dragged out like 3D animation, you know, people used to do it like 2012 and some shit. But I actually wanted to ideate from this, because it's like I want to up the quality of my videos. I want to have this sort of feeling, you know, when you watch like a TV series on Netflix or something, they have like the same thing, you know, they have the intro, the like main video idea, the conflict, then the solution, and then the outro, right? I want to have that same sort of feeling to my videos to be able to create a binge-worthy sort of vibe to it. And you know, when you create binge-worthy videos, that's when you really start, you know, watching your videos or rewatch videos or watch series, because you know, they get that same sort of feeling. And trust me, if they enjoyed watching your video, they will watch the other ones, trust me, because they don't want to like lose out on that feeling, you know, the entertainment, enjoyment, or whatever it may be that your videos give to the viewer. But right now I'll show you like a good example of the intro I did from. It's actually quite different, but it's very similar elements, as you can tell. And remember what I said earlier about timing, you know, the footage on screen with the beats. You see, that's very simple. That's very simple. Now, if you don't have like a lot of editing experience, you might be confused, like what even happened, you know, how did you do this effect, how did you do that effect? But as you can see, this is where I also played into the fact that I play a lot of Pokemon, so I was like, let me use like you know, some Pokemon footage as well. And one thing as well is that I even add like you know, the Meow from Pokemon, like I even add like a DJ footage of him, because you know, the beat is basically like some random DJ. And then on the beat, I switch on to the next scene, and you know, it's all colorful and shit. Then you see me dancing, there's a little bit of effects, and then like another thing dancing. And then to the final part of the intro that says, "Are you ready?" And that's where Kenshin has like his whole, you know, logo and name here. But I feel like this really fit as well. This is the intro, and then at the end of the intro it says, "Are you ready?" You know, are you ready to watch this video? It's like a good way to start the video, you know, and especially with how this song says, "Are you ready?" which I really feel like enhances the feeling and, you know, gets the viewer going like, okay. I quickly just want to talk about as well, you know, like the pacing overall of videos, like as you saw there, or maybe didn't see it, like a very quick transition right here into his face, and sort of starts his video here. And you know, there's a couple of cuts here and there, like it's the small stuff. I'm telling you, it's the small stuff that really makes your video refined and very good. I'm talking about different ways to, you know, edit, like maybe I'll zoom in out here, and then maybe I'll zoom out so you barely notice like when I made like a stop in my video. Like if I started right now or said the same thing twice, you might not be able to tell, because I've edited it in a way to where it looks like it's smooth, right? Which probably I did earlier in the video as well. So make sure to pay attention, because you might see some of the things I'm talking about like in this video right here. But in previous videos, I've also talked about how the video edit itself matters a lot, which you can double down on in the editing to make it even more impactful. And I actually want to give a big shout out to Apollo, the homie, bro. This guy's like super funny guy. Now this was a video where I realized like, oh shit, I think I really want to put more emotion into my videos when I like voice act these characters, which would probably make it even better. Like this, if I actually time stepped it wrong, if I time stepped it right, it should actually be this part right here. This is from the game Ace Attorney, and he's like voicing a character that's like losing his mind after like losing a court case.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record!
I just see like he sounds fucking frustrated, bro. Now, people may not feel the same way I did when watching this scene, but when I saw this, I was like, oh fuck, like this actually like feels like it goes hard, because he's not reading it like, oh, you and my father, like he putting in the fucking emotion to it, which actually makes it more impactful. Now imagine if you double down with editing this, like this scene would go way fucking harder than some like monotone guy just reading out loud like, oh, you and your father are my curse, like, you know, like it gives a lot more emotion, which will create a better experience for the viewer. You don't gotta like fake hype or voice act if you don't want to, but this is just something I myself noticed and ideated from, which I wanted to implement in my videos. I remember the keyword I, like you take what you want from videos you like, okay? You don't gotta copy me, you don't copy like Corey, you don't gotta copy anyone. What you can do is though, ideate from stuff you enjoy and implement to your videos, and sort of along the way on your journey create your own style and video. Like I really want to emphasize that you should really be true and authentic to yourself when making these videos, okay? Like what I've been reiterating before earlier in the video is to ideate from what you like and what you really enjoy watching. Like this is also another example of Hamza. Like I feel like I bring up a lot of reoccurring channels, but you know, it's because I watch these people. But essentially, you see this part right here with, you know, it kind of has like this sort of vintage effect. And then the sort of main thing he's talking about right here, anxiety.
How does it
This is something I've been using a lot in my videos, you know, where I had this sort of vintage effect and then have like a subtitle up on screen, or maybe even something I'm talking about, sort of emphasize that feeling. Because when I was watching, you know, these sort of videos, like this is just funny because it's outside of my niche, right, to like a whole self-improvement video compared to like an entertainment one. But I really did like the sort of editing style that he had in these videos. So I was like, oh shit, let me actually try it on my own. Like I really did like how it looked, and it's the same thing here. Like this is basically the same thing with, you know, the whole vintage effect. Then he has text here. But this is one thing I'll be using in my videos a lot more frequently on this channel, which I might even show right now of a good example. Like it's not the exact same thing, but it's something I ideated from. Now I want to tell you something very, very serious, okay? Like this is generally like a secret tip that I just learned recently, which has actually been able to give me a lot of progress on my channel and stand out among people in my niche. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you want to make great videos, you want to stand out, you probably want to become a successful game YouTuber as well. And I'll show you a good example of what happened when I actually started to take this sort of ideation and analyzing style more seriously. So this is one of my latest videos of a Pokemon game or whatever. You know, the title, it's not anything crazy. It looks good though, because I really like tried to make a high quality still. But when I was making this, I was like, I felt like I could make it a bit better, because this was actually a screenshot within the game. It was complementary to the video idea itself, which ended up doing amazing, bro. 35k impressions right here, 7.1% click-through rate. That's insane, by the way. Like, that's very good, because when you make a good video idea and you have good editing on top of that, that's the thing that will help you get that growth like very fucking good. Like I remember in the first day I got maybe like 500 views, and then kept on going, and it's still going up like right now as we speak. Like this isn't even anything crazy. This is just a thumbnail. I'm playing a Pokemon game, but then again, the video idea did well with it. The thing is, I kept it simple, okay? I kept it simple. I've understood now that you don't need to make like crazy, like super detailed thumbnails. Like keeping it simple most of the time, and you know, having a high quality is probably the best thing you can do, because when it's too much stuff on the screen, it's gonna be hard for the viewer to sort of understand and might confuse their eyes or make it look jarring or whatever. Now there's also another thumbnail I did for a Pokemon video. You know, it doesn't look too bad, it looks good and whatnot. You know, there's two main things. You know, the text sort of behind here, it says like hero, and there's a Pokemon on screen. But this video didn't perform as well. This could also be due to the video idea itself, but also because another reason which I think played a huge role to why this video could have done better, but it didn't. You see this right here? This is like the usual Pokemon thumbnails you see within the niche. And I'm saying a lot of Pokemon because that's mostly what I upload on my main channel. You know, the Pokemon here, the text, whatever. It's sort of like the same font. Everything basically looks the same, right? But what the fuck do you think happens when you do something like this? Like, you like, be real, like you didn't see anyone with like, you know, the big white text and then like the red sort of like box behind the word, and it's saying it is peak, you know, as the video idea was, this is the new Gen 4 ROM hack nobody's talking about. Like that creates intrigue, mystery, so it worked perfect. And I try to add, you know, words that resonate sort of with like people my age or younger, because, you know, this generation, you know, uses words like cooked, peak, whatever, right? It basically is using words that resonate with a specific audience, because I bet like if somebody older starts like in their 40s, they'd be like, what the fuck does it is peak even mean, you know? So really doubling down on there to be different, ideating from that, which will help me stand out within my niche. And you can see like the thumbnail itself isn't bad. It's high quality still, but it's just very simple and different from the usual things you see. Like I'll even show you right here, okay? This is something I've been doing a lot recently, and it's creating your own Discord where you put thumbnail ideas, video ideas, and videos you enjoy watching and want to ideate or analyze from. Like I at least have this whole idea bank where I just have a bunch of thumbnails, a bunch of like good performing videos, and I'll even show you where I got that video thumbnail idea, because it was from a whole different niche. Okay, it was essentially this right here. You know, this was like a Corey Kenshin video, you know, talking about his fan base or whatever, but using this format and niche that where it's really not shown at all. Like this isn't a common sort of thumbnail style you see within the gaming or at least Pokemon niche, and I knew that, okay, let me try something that's actually like very like unique and sort of unorthodox, that's not really seen in my niche. I should probably help me push out the video even more, because like I've done it multiple times in different ways. Like one of the latest videos right here, 515 views right here, ban him, use the thumbnail format right here as well, almost 1k views. Pokemon Load as well, almost 1k views. I noticed that this worked very well after I did this video that got 2k views as well, so I doubled down on that sort of style. And of course, you know, I had somewhat of a variety between, you know, sometimes do the bold sort of red text and the sort of red line under, instead of doing the sort of like, you know, bold red box thing. But what I did was basically look at thumbnails that did well in different sort of niches, or that I at least found interesting, and use them in my own and makes me stand out. And you can tell like this isn't like a low quality thumbnail, it's pretty high quality. It's simple, but it conveys the message right, which is very important for you to create amazing videos that will get pushed out to people and learn as you go along the way of your editing journey. Like I really recommend you create that Discord server your own, because you're gonna be able to have like a full library of videos you could analyze and sort of understand why they perform well and what edits you want to implement yourself. And of course, creating thumbnails like this, which I will delve deeper into another video, but if you want to see that, just make sure to leave a comment in the description below and I'll get right into it. And like always, the unsexy truth is that if you don't stay consistent with any of this, you know, you might create the Discord server, you might find the videos, but you never put in any sort of action and actually truly believe in yourself that you can become better, then all of this is going to be useless. So what you need to do, like right after this, I'd recommend, like seriously, right after this video, take action immediately. Whenever you find a video that you find interesting, make sure to say that immediately. Like don't even hesitate, just copy the link, paste it so you don't forget later, because usually when you watch a video you might forget it and be like, oh, what was I gonna do again? But immediately just be an action taker. Like I said in previous videos, just be an action taker and stay consistent on your path, because I promise you, you're gonna be able to create better freaking videos which will make you stand out in your niche or whatever sort of thing you're doing. But at the end of the day, create better gaming videos, because I want to be able to keep creating videos which I myself look back on with a smile, and I'm sure you want to do as well, and it gets a lot of views, right? But if you want to fast track your gaming video edits, once again, just click the first link in the description below right now and stay consistent, because I'm trying to reiterate so much, bro. Stay consistent so you can create amazing videos. But without further ado, let's keep improving.